Welcome to the Strategy Mob Podcast. Tune in for everything you need to know to stay in the know regarding the automotive industry. Here's your host, Jason Harris.
You know what? I want to elaborate a little bit more on community and what community means now. Because I think why people are connecting and being a part of companies, communities, and brands have changed in the last 6 months than, let's say, the previous year. And I'd like to kind of get your thoughts on that. Like, is it, I'll give you, for example, I was actually talking to that restaurant owner that I was talking about earlier that had the milkshakes, right? And he's like, really, do I really need to keep pumping these things out? Like, how relevant is my milkshakes right now? Like, does my milkshakes don't mean anything, right? Now, I actually disagree with him. I actually said, no, it's for you. It's a format of escapism. All right. So no, you need to keep pumping it out there because people get that moment of that sugar high and that bliss of that crazy, insane looking thing. So no, keep doing it. But I think for people now that are just creating communities and creating brands, I think they're struggling, or one of the excuses maybe they're using is because, well, it's a pandemic. I'm not going to start a community. What are your thoughts on that?
If there was ever a good time to start a community, it is now during the pandemic for sure. Because and when I say this, I do not mean this with any disrespect, but the beauty of this pandemic, if you want to see the silver lining of this pandemic, right, is that nobody knows what the hell is going on or what they're doing because no one in a million years was ever prepared. There was no exit strategy, no performance strategy. There was nothing that prepared anyone for what's going on right now. So if you take that into perspective in your industry and think, what do our clients, like what do our ideal customers, clients, whatever, what do they need right now to know that things are going to be okay? And that may not mean my actual product, right? It may mean something on the back end of me telling them a story of way back when. Like I've been telling people, like, I failed when there wasn't a pandemic. I failed at a business, and let me tell you this story, and it sucked. I lost everything. I lost my house. I lost my business. I was evicted. I mean, I hit rock bottom because so many people right now, they're there. Some people are losing their homes. Some people are being evicted. And I'm like, that freaking sucks. Like, it really does, but you're going to be okay. And so for me, building community, it's like having a community offers you the opportunity to take off the work hat and put on your favorite hat and sit around the campfire with those people and tell the stories that you should be telling about why you love what you're doing, why you love serving them. And that's what they want to know. What's the cliche? People don't care what you do.
They care until they know how much you care.
Right. So that's really what
you're
doing
one of my
with
favorites.
Your community. It's true.
Thanks for tuning in to the Strategy Mob Podcast with your host, Jason Harris. Don't want to miss new content? Be sure to sign up to be a mobster at strategymob.com to stay in the know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy podcasting.